All right. Live on Facebook, live on Instagram, talking to both of you at the same time. So I'm going to be looking here for Facebook. I'm going to be looking here for Instagram. But talking today, first of three parts, where I'm talking about three reasons why you need a side business. So if you're here, if you're watching this, even on replay, drop some in the comments. Let me know you're watching this. But three reasons why you need a side business. And as I said earlier, if you saw my post, what I was saying is, um, I'm really convinced, right? Like, this is a strong conviction for me that everyone needs a side business, a strong conviction. And I'm open to dialogue. I'm open to feedback and pushback, right? Like, if you are a billionaire, I don't think you do, but why everyone, right? 99.9% of us need a side business. And so I want to talk about that today at 6, tomorrow at the same time, and Friday at the same time. Why everyone needs a side business. I want to talk to you about that. And I'd love to get your comments, your questions, your feedback on it. Maybe you disagree, right? I want to hear your disagreement. Let's talk about this. I want to also say, for those who may not know me, I'm Kimon. I am a business coach and a minister. And you probably get a lot of people on this internet talking about quitting your job and going full time in business. And I get that. You know, I might have been guilty of that at a time or two in my business coaching career. But one of the things I'm recognizing is, like, one person said to me once, like, who's going to do these jobs that we need, right? Like, somebody's going to have to do these jobs. And I don't think full-time entrepreneurship may be for everyone. You know, full-time entrepreneurship is work. It is also, like, emotionally, it gets you, right? Like, full-time entrepreneurship is one of those things that tests you in a way that not a lot of other things test you that way. So if you're jumping on now, I'm talking about three reasons why I believe everyone needs a side business. So full-time entrepreneurship is work. I'm gonna tell you all that. So I don't recommend that for everyone, right? Your financial situation may not be one where you could handle the highs and the lows, right? You need some income stability. And one benefit of a job is, you know, on the 15th and the 30th, we get a check. On the 1st, we get a check, right? Every week, we get a check. On the Thursday, we get the money. There's income stability. So I'm not knocking it. In fact, if I'm doing business, a lot of people who pay me are people who have jobs. So I'm not knocking that at all. And I'm not recommending it for everyone. But I do believe that everyone should have another stream of income, another side hustle, side business, home based business, whatever you want to call it. I believe everyone needs to have something that they're doing outside of their 9 to 5 or whatever your job configuration is. Everyone needs something, right? And that's my contention. Now, who knows? Maybe you're something that you develop on the side, picks up, it develops more income, and it becomes the thing that you do full time. If that's the thing, listen, more power to you. That's not my burden in this live. On this live, I'm talking to you about why I think you need a side business. So you have the job, you got that regular stream of income, but you do something else on the side to develop income. And here's why, right? So I'm not going to take a long time to get to my reason number one today. And it's simply this: you got to diversify your income. You got to diversify your income. Somebody, if you're watching this on Facebook, on Instagram, put it in the chat. Diversify income. That's the first step we're talking about, and the first reason today why I believe everyone needs a side business. Now, what do I mean by diversify your income? Well, let's peel it back, right? You and I, if we have a job, we're getting a check multiple times a month, once a month, every week, however, right? You're getting that check. And when it comes in, you know, just like I do, that there are a lot of different places that are grabbing for pieces of that check, right? The utility bills, there's food, there's gas to put in the car, there's clothes because your kids are outgrowing the clothes they got. There's all of this stuff, right? And so you have all of your bills, you have all of the responsibilities of life that you got to take care of on a every month basis. And so every month there's something coming for the piece of that check, something coming for the money you have, something is coming for the money that you've generated and you've received as a part of your paycheck. Now, for a lot of us, let's just say this: A lot of us, we don't feel like the money we're getting from our paycheck is enough, right? For us, it might be enough to take care of our expenses, but it may not be enough to take care of our experiences. Expenses, not experiences, right? So, what's up, Austin? Good to see you on here. What's up, Gamal? I see you on Instagram. All right. So, we have money that's coming in from our regular job. And for the most part, it's eaten up by our expenses, right? Some bills that we carried with us and just living life, it's taking up those expenses. But I don't know about you. I want to start having experiences in life, right? I want to take my family on trips. I want to be able to do stuff with my wife. I want to be able to enjoy this whole wide world that I have out here. And if you're like me, sometimes that paycheck does not allow you to have experiences. And for a lot of us, we think, you know what? I'll wait till I get to retirement. I'll wait till the kids are out the house or whatever and whatever. What's up, Joe? We think I'll wait till that time and then I'll do it. And I don't know about you. I don't want to wait that long. I feel like I have this life. I want to maximize it. And if one of the ways I can pay for this experiences is by having a side hustle, side income, I believe that's important. I got to diversify my income because I don't want to just pay bills. I'm sounding like my wife right now because she's like, man, I'm tired of paying bills. We pay bills, we pay bills, we pay bills. And at the end of the month, we go, man, we paid all the bills, but we're not enjoying experiences. So a reason for a side hustle, right? One of the reasons why I think everyone needs a side hustle is so that you can increase your income so that you can experience some of the things that you're putting off right now in life. Pat says, I'm not waiting, listening closely. What's up, Pat? So there's experiences that we want to have. And if our job can just take care of our expenses, maybe our side income can take care of our experiences. But I want to add something else, right? Because maybe you're not like me, and maybe your income is taking care of your expenses and your experiences, and you're like, man, this is good. I'm glad for you. But how many of you know that the job you have does not have to keep you? It just doesn't. Now, a lot of us have job security, and we feel like this job is going to be here until I retire. But the job can be there. You just may not be in the job, right? Like they might replace you. They may outsource that job somewhere else around the world. They may right size, downsize, or put so much pressure on you that they don't tell you to leave, but they show you the door by all the pressure that they put on you. And so what we understand is the job does not have to keep you. And so what happens if, God forbid, you lose that job, you lose that income that you were receiving from that job? How do you handle it at that moment when your expenses keep going, right? So here's what I found out, right? Like if you leave a job or if the job leaves you and you now go to, you look at your expenses, your mortgage people or your rent person isn't saying, hey, you don't got to pay us. Your utilities are looking for you to pay that stuff. You still have to take care of some basic stuff. Maybe you can cut here and cut there, but after a while, you can only cut so much. And so if you only have one stream of income going out into all of these expenses, and that one stream from your job is gone, you're left with all of those expenses. And you know someone, maybe you've experienced it, that has lost a job and they're waiting to get another job, right? And so they're waiting and they're waiting. And while they wait, bills are piling up, life is piling up. We're not even thinking experiences now. We're thinking expenses. Expenses are piling up on them. And so because they have not diversified their income, they have everything coming from one source. And that source, when it's gone, now you're left with all of this that you're carrying. And I think that's what I really just want to say to someone, that one of the reasons why you need a side income, a side hustle, is so that you have multiple streams of income. You got multiple ways you're making money, just in case the one that you're depending on the most goes away. The place, goes into some financial hardship. They decide you're not the right person. Something happens where they drive you out. If that all goes away, you need to have something that you say to yourself, okay, I may not be making as much as I made before. Maybe my side income is less than my main income, but I got an income. And so maybe I can't take care of all the expenses I did before, but it doesn't mean I'm going down to zero, right? I'm talking, I'm sure there's unemployment and other benefits, but for a lot of us, we go down to much lower. And imagine if you could take what you're doing on your side income and take care of some of these expenses and take the extra time from your job and put it into your side income. So maybe you're making more on the side income than you were making before. So it's taking care of more expenses. I hope you're catching this. So here's point number one, reason number one, why I believe everyone needs a side business. Here's the reason why you need a side business, because you need to diversify your income. Just plain and simple. You cannot put all your eggs in one basket. Let me just say it that way. You can't. And how many of us, we are loyal, we're trusting an organization, and make organizations look out for themselves. All right? As much as you like them, they like you, you laugh, you have great time. If the money goes down, one of the ways that they make sure that they balance this stuff is they let you go. And you got to realize, if they let me go and that income is gone, I still need something to take care of all these expenses I have. So, Agents of Change Prep says definitely, right? Ain't that the truth? William Lee says. And that's what I really want to just tell someone. A lot of us, we don't want to start a side income because, I'm giving all my energy here and they take good care of me and they give me a little bonus at the end of the year and they take me on a company trip. Listen, enjoy all the stuff, right? Do it. Do all the things, enjoy all the benefits, but have something of your own on the side so that when that goes away, you still have a stream of income. That's reason number one that I want to share today. Now, tomorrow and on Friday, I'm going to share two more. Right? And this one is probably the one that we all think about intuitively, right? If I lose my job, I'm going to need income. And if I have a side business, I will have income. But I'm going to just tell you this right now. This isn't the most impactful one. It's probably the most tangible one for us, but it's not the most impactful one. And I'll tell you why based on my story, and I'll share some of that tomorrow. Because I believe actually one of the solutions to workplace dissatisfaction and workplace disengagement is actually having your own business, right? So if you're a boss out there and you hear me talk to people who you work with and who work for you, and I'm talking to them about starting a side business, and you're like, man, don't listen to that guy. I want all your energy here. I'm just going to tell you, if you want more productive, more engaged workers, more creative workers, you got to come back tomorrow and hear why they need a side business. Because I believe when they do, you'll get more out of them. All right, let me end off today. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time. But I want to just tell you, every day this week, that I'm hosting a summit next Monday. And the summit is about this. It's about helping people to build those side businesses, right? Because I'm just tired of seeing creative people with a heart for others, people who are not even in it for the money, struggle with money, right? People who want to start something, but they have no clue where to get started. And that's why I'm doing this free summit next Monday at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 Pacific time. It's for 2 hours, so make sure you put it on your calendar. And if you have not registered yet, go to mymsummit.com. I'm going to try to put it in the chat here on Instagram. So it's MYM Summit. And I probably should have asked somebody to do this for me, but I'm already halfway through typing it. So mymsummit.com. Go to that on Instagram. And if you on Facebook, go to www.mymsummit.com and register. What's the cost to register? Glad you asked. The cost to register is $3.99. It's free. It's free. Instagram, it's free to register. Facebook, it is free to register. So here's my question. Why haven't you registered yet? That's my question to you. It's free. You're going to get knowledge, not just from me. You're going to learn from 5 other people who have done what we're talking about. They have taken their business idea and gotten it started. You're going to be able to ask them questions, and it's free. So all it's going to cost you is 2 hours that you can't do anything better that you're going to do in these 2 hours. That's my guarantee. Whatever you're going to do in these 2 hours, it's going to be better than anything else you had planned. So go to mymsummit.com and make sure you register. All right, let me wrap this up. So we're talking about 3 reasons why you need a side business. And the question today is, what would you do if you lost your job? What would you do if your income went away? You can't go down to the man. You can't go down to the rent office. You can't go off to the mortgage company and just tell them a sad story. They want their money, plain and simple. And so one of the ways that you ensure, right? There's text to talk about like diversification. And diversification is not just for investments, it's also for income. You got to diversify your income so that no person has just total control of your income stream. Let me say this. That's also for your expenses, the experiences we talked about. But you also don't want people just talking to you any old way, treating you any old way because you got no options. Listen, when you diversify your income, you got options. You have walk away power. You have the ability to say, you know what? This ain't all I got going on. I can walk away and I still have something that I can tap into to pay my bills. So you can't just talk to me any old way, treat me any old way, because I have walk away power. All right. So diversify your income is the first step today. Let me see if I can throw it up on the screen here on Facebook, Instagram. If you could just put that up there for me. Diversify your income. All right. Let me put it up here. So reason number one, diversify your income. All right. That's the reason why you start a side business. Number one, diversify your income. All right. That's all I got for you folks. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. If you're on Instagram, meet me back here tomorrow. If you're on Facebook, meet me back here tomorrow. All right. Y'all take care. Have a great rest of